Next on Newsmax Prime, a border battle breaks out between Trump and Bush, while the Donald rekindles another famous feud. Is the billionaire holding a political trump card? We'll ask Dick Morris. And we'll also get his take on the Democrats' division, White House encouragement for Joe Biden, and a discouraging poll finding for Hillary Clinton. Plus, just how much legal trouble might Hillary in fact face? We'll find out as Newsmax Prime starts right now. Good evening. Welcome to Newsmax Prime. I'm J.D. Hayworth. Of prime interest tonight, trumped up. Donald Trump is holding a rally in Iowa. Earlier today, he got some good news in the latest South Carolina poll, garnering the lead with 30% of respondents saying they're all in for Trump. Meantime, Mr. Trump is taking on all contenders from Jeb Bush to Fox News. Miranda Kahn has more from our Newsmax Prime newsroom. Miranda?
JD, just when you think it's over, the back and forth between Fox and Mr. Trump continues, and in particular with host Megyn Kelly.
I hope she comes back and she's going to be fair and good, and I'm sure that will happen. And I'm sure Roger will make it happen because he's a fair guy and he wants things to run smoothly.
And that was Donald Trump on with Newsmax TV's Steve Malzberg back in mid-August, trying to calm the tensions between both sides after the much publicized debates and the fiasco that followed. But last night, Mr. Trump took to Twitter for a tirade of tweets when Megyn Kelly returned after vacation. And some of those tweets got very personal, including tweeting this: "I like the Kelly file much better without Megyn Kelly. Perhaps she should take another 11-day unscheduled vacation." And he also tweeted, "Megyn Kelly must have had a terrible vacation. She is really off her game, was afraid to confront Dr. Cornel West. No clue on immigration." Those tweets did not sit well with Fox News chief Roger Ailes, who released a statement earlier today saying, in part, Donald Trump's surprise and unprovoked attack on Megyn Kelly during her show last night is as unacceptable as it is disturbing. Donald Trump rarely apologizes, although in this case, he should. Trump was quick to respond, saying in a statement he totally disagrees with Ailes, writing, "I think her questioning of me, despite all of the polls, saying I won the debate, was very unfair. Hopefully in the future I will be proven wrong and she will be able to elevate her standards to a level of professionalism that a network such as Fox deserves." Meanwhile, the back and forth between Jeb Bush and Donald Trump is getting personal as well. Jeb Bush continues to pound the theme that Donald Trump is not a conservative. Trump stuck to his theme of pounding Jeb Bush on immigration and even went after him on his last name, tweeting out this: "Jeb Bush never uses his last name on advertising, signage, materials, etc. Is he ashamed of the name Bush? A pretty sad situation. Go Jeb." This race is really starting to heat up, and one thing's for sure, with Donald Trump in the lead, we shouldn't expect the rhetoric to cool down anytime soon, whether it's against Fox or other candidates or anyone else that gets in his way. JD?
Thanks, Miranda. For more on this story, let's welcome to the anchor desk political analyst Dick Morris. Dick, of course, also the author of the best-selling book, Power Grab, Obama's Dangerous Plan for a One-Party Nation. So, Dick, we begin with Donald Trump taking to Instagram with a campaign ad about Jeb Bush. Let's take a look and then get your take.
Would you like to see him run?
No, I really don't. I think it's a great country. There are a lot of great families. There are other people out there that are very qualified, and we've had enough Bushes.
Well, there it is, using his own mom against him. Now, when she made those comments, you knew somebody was going to do it, yeah. But here it is coming right now.
Yeah, well, I think that America is just sick and tired to death of dynasties, be it the Clintons or the Bushes. I think that they've just had it, and this assumption that somehow DNA should entitle you to rule is absolutely incredible. And particularly when the two bases of the dynasties were not that popular. Bill was impeached. George H.W. was defeated. George W. left office with a 34% approval rating and the second worst economy in American history. And these guys do not have the credentials to anoint their brother and son and wife to succeed them. And it's not just them. All over the country, dynasties are losing. 5 or 6 of them were extinguished in the last election for the Senate.
We're a republic, not a regency, so that's something to note. And one thing has not changed, though, when it comes to politics, and that's checking the polls. We made mention of the latest rating in South Carolina. Trump leads at 30%. Behind him, Dr. Ben Carson. Jeb is down in third. What do you think about what's happening?
Trump has been uniquely dangerous for Bush. I think that Bush's whole campaign was based on shock and awe. I'm the front runner. I have more money than God. I can wipe everybody else out of the field. Asking for heritage from his father and his brother, not of quality, not of brains, not even of policy, but of contacts and money. And saying that based on that and that networking, I can win. And here Trump comes in and knocks him out of first place, but good. Now Bush is trying to run back and say Trump is not a conservative. Well, what the hell is amnesty? What the hell is Common Core but liberalism on Jeb Bush? Donald Trump, on the issues that count for the American people, is a whole lot more conservative than Jeb Bush is.
Well, let's move from talking about liberal conservative positions in the Republican Party to the home of most of the left-leaning folks, the Democratic Party, with about 3 minutes remaining. Yesterday, at the presidential press briefing, Josh Earnest really sent out a very strong message about Vice President Biden. Dick, we're going to listen to it and then get your take on it.
The president has indicated his view that the decision that he made, I guess 7 years ago now, to add Joe Biden to the ticket as his running mate was the smartest decision that he had ever made in politics. And I think that should give you some sense of the president's view of Vice President Biden's aptitude for the top job.
Not exactly subtle. The White House is all in for Joe.
Well, I think that this was a tremendously important statement. He not only said that, he also said that Biden should have a unique perspective on what it takes to get elected. And when they said, oh, and what about Hillary? He said, oh, he admires the job she did as Secretary of State, flat. And he specifically said that it is very possible that Obama will endorse in the Democratic primary. Now, you wouldn't say that if you weren't planning to do it. And Obama and Biden had lunch yesterday, I think, in the White House. And I think they probably cooked this up the day before. And I think that you are now going to face Biden in the race and with Obama's increasingly overt support. And now you'll have a completely new three-way race. Obama and Biden running as a unit, probably with black support, probably with the bulk of the Latino support. Sanders with bulk of the labor union, left-wing radical support, and Hillary with what's left. And I think that she's going to get squeezed between those two. And that plus her emails will bring her down.
About 45 seconds remains. Rasmussen did a telephone survey. 46% of respondents say Hillary should suspend her campaign until all the legal matters are behind her. You tell me she won't quit.
From which? Whitewater or the gifts or the emails?
There have been a few.
Which scandal do we date it from?
Well, I guess we're taking a look at Servergate, but we'll just have to keep our eyes on it here. 15 seconds.
There's a very good chance that Hillary will be indicted. I think the current evidence may or may not justify it. But the current evidence is the tip of the iceberg that is coming. There are going to be 50 or 60,000 new emails, and God knows what they contain. And I don't think she's going to survive this politically.
All right. Dick Morris, we appreciate it. And want to remind you that you can get your copy of Dick Morris's best-selling book, Power Grab, by going to the website powergrab411.com. Now, the cap that Donald Trump has been wearing on the campaign trail and at campaign stops, blazing out his Make America Great Again slogan, is available to you. All you have to do is pay shipping and handling. Go to newsmax.com/TrumpCap or call 1-800-933-8396.
Newsmax Prime is brought to you by Lear Capital, America's precious metals leader since 1997.